The Korean Peninsula just became the most heavily armed F-16 fortress in the world. Right now, as tensions with North Korea reach their highest point in years, the U.S. Air Force is quietly building something unprecedented at Osan Air Base, a massive F-16 Super Squadron that's about to double in size to 62 fighter jets. That's more firepower in one location than most countries have in their entire Air Force. And here's what nobody's talking about. This isn't just adding more planes. The Air Force is completely rewriting the rules of air combat by concentrating this much power in a single squadron. By October 2026, over 1,000 American airmen will be operating what military experts are calling the most lethal F-16 force ever assembled in Asia. The numbers are staggering. We're talking about a squadron that can generate more combat missions per day than entire air forces. And with North Korea's recent missile tests and China watching every move, this super squadron represents America's most powerful statement yet about defending our allies. But there's a brilliant strategy behind this that goes way beyond just parking more jets on a runway. What makes this move so smart is the timing. While everyone's focused on new fighter jets like the F-35, the Air Force is proving that sometimes the best weapon is the one you know inside and out. The F-16 Fighting Falcon has been America's workhorse for over 40 years, and now it's getting its biggest mission yet in Korea. If you think America should maintain the strongest military presence to protect our allies, type yes in the comments. Let's talk about why this is happening right now. The US currently has about 840 F-16s in service. That's a lot of proven firepower. South Korea operates another 180 of these incredible fighters. Together, that's over 1,000 F-16s ready to defend freedom in one of the world's most dangerous neighborhoods. The transformation started in June 2024 when the Air Force moved 9 F-16s from Osan Air Base to Osan, creating the initial Super Squadron of 31 aircraft. But that was just the beginning. Phase 2 kicks off this October and runs through October 2026. Adding another 31 F-16s to Osan. Think about that. 62 of America's most combat-proven fighters operating as a single unit. That's not just big, it's revolutionary. Here's something fascinating. Osan and Kunsan bases are only 105 miles apart. Osan sits just 40 miles south of Seoul, making it the perfect shield for South Korea's capital and its 10 million residents. This short distance means the Air Force can quickly reinforce either location while maintaining incredible response times to any threat from the north. Now, let's break down what this really means for American air power. A typical F-16 squadron has 18 to 24 aircraft. This super squadron will have 62. That's almost triple the normal size. Each F-16 can carry up to 17,000 pounds of weapons. Multiply that by 62, and you're looking at over 1 million pounds of precision firepower ready to launch at a moment's notice. The maintenance capabilities alone are mind-blowing. With 1,000 additional airmen joining the mission, Osan will have the personnel to keep these jets flying around the clock. In combat, that means more missions, faster turnaround times, and overwhelming air superiority when it counts. Our Air Force maintainers, the unsung heroes who keep these birds flying, will be working in the most advanced fighter maintenance operation ever created. Captain Bryce Hughes from the 51st Maintenance Group explained it perfectly. This isn't just about having more planes. It's about discovering if a larger, consolidated squadron can generate exponentially more combat power. Early data suggests they're onto something big. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Osan has been home to A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft since the early 1980s. These tank-busting legends have protected South Korea for over 40 years. But by September 2025, the last A-10 will leave Osan, making room for the expanded F-16 force. This isn't just a simple swap. The F-16 brings capabilities the A-10 doesn't have: supersonic speed, advanced radar, and the ability to dominate both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. While the A-10 excels at close air support, the F-16 can do that plus establish air superiority, intercept enemy aircraft, and strike deep into enemy territory. It's like replacing a hammer with a Swiss Army knife that also happens to be a hammer. The infrastructure at Osan is already world-class. As the arrival point for Patriot Express flights bringing American service members and families to Korea, The base has the facilities to support this massive expansion. Plus, it houses the Republic of Korea Air Force Operations Command Headquarters, meaning American and Korean forces will be working side by side like never before. Let's be clear about why this matters now more than ever. North Korea has been testing missiles at an unprecedented rate. They've developed nuclear capabilities that threaten not just South Korea, but Japan and even the American homeland. Having 62 F-16s ready to respond within minutes sends a message that can't be ignored. But it's not just about North Korea. China is watching every move in the region. This super squadron demonstrates that America can rapidly concentrate massive firepower without deploying new weapon systems or building new bases. It's using what we already have in revolutionary ways. That's the kind of military innovation that keeps potential adversaries guessing. The F-16 can engage targets over 500 miles away with the right weapons loadout. From Osan, that covers all of North Korea and reaches deep into potential conflict zones. With 62 aircraft rotating on combat air patrols, the Air Force can maintain constant surveillance and strike capability over the entire peninsula. What really excites military planners is the efficiency factor. Traditional thinking says more squadrons mean more overhead, more commanders, more administrative burden. But the Super Squadron flips that logic. One command structure, one maintenance organization, one logistics chain, supporting triple the combat power. The Air Force is collecting data on everything. How many missions can they generate? How fast can they rearm and refuel? How many maintenance hours per flight hour? Initial reports from Phase 1 show remarkable improvements in all categories. Pilots are flying more, maintainers are getting more efficient, and the entire operation is running smoother than anyone expected. This could change how America deploys air power globally. Imagine super squadrons in Europe, the Middle East, or the Pacific. Instead of spreading forces thin, we concentrate overwhelming power where it's needed most. It's brilliant in its simplicity. Let's talk about the real heroes here, the American airmen making this happen. These aren't just pilots. We're talking about crew chiefs, weapons loaders, avionics specialists, fuel technicians, and hundreds of other specialists. Each person is crucial to keeping these jets combat ready 24/7. Moving 1,000 personnel isn't just a logistics exercise. These are Americans leaving their homes at Kunsan, relocating their families, and starting fresh at Osan. The Air Force is taking care of them every step of the way. Osan offers better facilities, schools for military children, and improved quality of life. Happy airmen are effective airmen, and the Air Force knows this. The fight tonight mentality at Osan means these forces are always ready. Not tomorrow, not next week, tonight. That level of readiness requires extraordinary dedication from every single person on base. These are the finest military professionals in the world, and they're proving it every day. While the F-16 first flew in 1974, today's Fighting Falcon is a completely different animal. Modern F-16s at Osan feature advanced AESA radars that can track dozens of targets simultaneously. They carry precision weapons that can hit a target the size of a doorway from 50 miles away. The electronic warfare systems can jam enemy radars and communications, creating an invisible shield around friendly forces. The networking capability is perhaps most impressive. These 62 F-16s won't fight alone. They'll share data with Korean F-16s, F-35s, ground radars, and naval vessels. It creates a mesh of sensors and shooters that multiply combat effectiveness exponentially. One F-16 spots a target, another F-16 50 miles away can engage it instantly. This integration extends to our Korean allies. Their 180 F-16s use the same system, same weapons, same tactics. In a crisis, American and Korean pilots can fly in mixed formations, share supplies, and even land at each other's bases. This interoperability is worth more than any single weapon system. By October 2026, when Phase 2 completes, Osan Air Base will be the most powerful F-16 hub on Earth. The lessons learned here will reshape American air power doctrine for decades. We're not just defending South Korea, we're revolutionizing how the Air Force thinks about combat aviation. This super squadron proves that innovation isn't always about new technology. Sometimes it's about using proven systems in groundbreaking ways. The F-16 Fighting Falcon, after nearly 50 years of service, is still teaching us new tricks. And the brave Americans operating these jets are writing the next chapter in air combat history. The message to our adversaries is crystal clear. America stands with our allies, and we're not going anywhere. The Super Squadron represents American strength, innovation, and commitment to freedom. It's a shield for democracy in one of the world's most dangerous regions. If you found this breakdown valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more military analysis. Together, we'll keep following the stories that matter to America's defense.